If you like what you're hearing, why not try a StepCast subscription? Only $4.95 a month if you buy a year in advance. Go to StephanieMiller.com to find out how.
Chris, who is it?
Hilarious media gadfly Mo Rocca.
What are the chances that he would call me when I
the official gadfly of the Stephanie Miller Show.
Well, thank you. I was just flying by.
Won't you alight a while on our show?
Of course I will. Now, the thing about Larry Craig also is a lot of people don't realize that he was one of the members of the Singing Senators.
That's the true tragedy. Almost bigger than the breakup of the Beatles, I would think, if this would break up the band.
Well, I don't. It might bring them closer together. I think of him now sort of as the Lance Bass of the Singing Senators.
Who's the Yoko in this whole scenario, I wonder? Maybe the guy in the REI store. Anyway, Mo, you are hilarious, by the way. I'm so happy to finally have you on.
Well, I'm happy to be on, but you really should have Dave Karzenia on, because he was the cop that was sitting there. Yeah. That has got to be the worst beat in the world.
I know. And where do you go to learn the gay Morse code? The gay tapping little...
I know, I love it. He's like a code breaker in World War II. It's great.
Mo Rocca, how wide is your stance personally?
The thing is that I used to do gymnastics, so and also I lived in Japan for a short time, and I went I was studying kabuki in Japan, where they crouch down, and it's much healthier for you. But what I really learned in Japan is I would visit the bayas, which are the stables where the sumo wrestlers train, and they have incredibly wide stances. So I like the idea that Larry Craig maybe with a sumo wrestler in training. I don't know.
You are so completely full of it. I have never heard anything like it. But you strike me as a pommel horse guy. That strikes me as
the pommel horse. The pommel horse kind of scares me, because when you're doing that twisty thing around it, I kept giving myself Charlie horses, bruising myself on the handles.
Ow.
Yeah. So, and actually, the parallel. The only reason I got into gymnastics is because I wanted to learn how to do a backflip.
Sure.
And in sixth grade, I came close to it, but I fell on my head when I was actually just trying to do a back handspring, and it really traumatized me for a while. And so I returned to gymnastics class only a few years ago. I had a Trinidadian gymnastics coach, and I still have not been able to do it, but I would like to, and I don't know, anyway. And I'm sure Larry Craig would like to watch me do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I would stick to the pommel horse story as to how you got that bruise on your inner thigh. Now, Mo, what of all the layers of this Larry Craig story, what's your favorite fun fact in this whole thing?
Oh, my favorite fun fact? Well, I mean, I actually find it so kind of infuriating, because the business card part is the part that makes me think, what a bad guy when he hands the business card. And
what do you think about that?
Yeah. What do you think that is? Sort of like.
Yeah, I hope your card says Media Gadfly. What do you think about that?
Well, if he had handed it to me, I would have gone, I thought you were Dirk Kempfor, the other senator from Idaho. I really wanted to meet him, or Byron Dorgan from North Dakota. I mean, no, it's so sad, because probably a lot of people in his own state don't know him. I mean,
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, he did say that if he were going to do this, he wouldn't do it in Boise.
Well, right.
That implies that he may have been gay in other places, but not in Boise, for surezies.
He's got a little Boise problem.
Hey, he put the boys in Boise. Okay. Okay. We've all become like a nation of eighth graders over the story, haven't we?
We have, yes, we have, and every story is a learning opportunity. I mean, I would hope that people come out of this with sort of new jargon, new vocabulary. I mean, this is a time for everyone to learn about russet burlap. I don't know, and not use it as a joke about Senator Craig getting his russet burlaps mashed or something like that. It should be. No. I mean, this should be a time to learn about Idaho. It's the gem state.
It's the state with the big gay cloud over it.
Exactly. Well, what's great for cruising is Fur's Cafeteria. Have you ever been to one?
Oh yes. Yes.
I drove through Idaho. I've got to tell you, because I love cafeterias, and I love like ladies who with ladles who put slop on your plate.
Sure. Yeah.
And I used to love Luby's, and but Fur's is actually really great, and they have them all over Idaho.
Thank you for that fun fact. Here's another fun fact for you. Did you know that one of Senator Larry Craig's biggest campaign contributors is a hardwood company?
It's true, unfortunately.
I said hardwood. Yeah. Okay, I know. You can't stop, can you? The only thing funnier is the Miss Teen South Carolina, which by the way, there's a hilarious video on MoRocca180.com. where you have the video of her, but then you dubbed in her talking about Larry Craig.
I did, but actually what I did, I have her talking about Larry Craig. I personally believe that butt, sex, stalls, bathrooms, South Asia, Iraq, South Africa don't have stall doors. But the thing is, what I have put up, though, I have 750 submissions on my website for the Miss South Carolina word unscrambling. Because I believe that actually, what I do believe is, I personally believe that she had all the words there for a coherent answer. I just think that she was running on faulty software. It was Pageant 95 software.
It was a glitch.
Yes, hence all the references to South Africa, which were oddly dated. Apartheid's over. It was over before you were born. So,
it was like someone tripped over a Scrabble board. There were
exactly.
words and things. They just weren't really. They didn't really go together.
No, they don't. But it's fascinating. Many people. I had 750 submissions, and I've just posted the top 6, and I'm asking people to vote. And some of them are really, really great. Like, you can take her words and make them into something not only sensible but kind of compelling.
I think I see our next Attorney General in the making. I don't know about you.
So it's kind of like one of those refrigerator word
exactly.
things. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Like, can I give you one here? Actually, let me just.
Okay.
Well, this one actually started off really well, but then fell apart.
Okay.
Help! I don't like Asian people or maps. I believe that Africa personally should help, so we will be able to. And then the person falls apart from there. But I just love that first line.
Oh man! Oh, media gadfly Mo Rocca. What? Anything else before you go in the media universe that's catching your attention?
Is anything in the media universe catching my attention right now? No, I mean, what I really want to see is I want to see Mary Miller interview Miss South Carolina. Do you know Mary Miller, the woman from ABC What's the Buzz?
Yes. Oh, right.
That's my dream right now, is to watch that happen. I want to see Mary Miller interview Miss South Carolina about Larry Craig.
In the middle of a train wreck.
Dreams can come true, Mo Rocca. For instance, you're on the Stephanie Miller Show for the first time ever.
This is really fun.
Hey.
Please come to my website and vote for the Miss South Carolina Word Unscrambling contest.
Go check out MoRocca180.com. It's hilarious. And please, will you come back again? You are in fact hilarious.
Oh, well, thank you.
And my favorite gadfly.
Well, thanks. All right, I'm going to go pollinate.
All right. Goodbye, Mo Rocca. There he goes, Mo Rocca.